Hello, this is Mr. Evilcheese.
And I'm Zombiecat.
And this is our review of the Trick or Treat Studios 1/6 scale Michael Myers action figure from the very first movie from 1978. And there's the box. And that box is awesome.
The night he came home.
Okay. And I love that picture on there. That's a pretty cool picture on the back too.
Mm-hmm.
Of Michael Myers. And nice big Halloween. He killed me already. Nice Halloween logo or font, whatever you call that. Yeah, I like that box a lot. That's one I just like to stick somewhere. Not so much to be a toy box display. It just looks like a cool poster in a way. And you open it up. And there you can see the figure and still in there. And there's another nice picture. And there's even a little quote from Loomis, which if you want to pause and read it. But let's get him out of there. Okay. So there he is out of the box. I do want to say one thing is he comes with this relaxed hand attached. I already switched it and didn't want to switch it back when I put him back in the box for the review, simply because it was very hard to get the hand off the peg. I had to heat it up with the hairdryer. It was really hard, and I was afraid I was going to break it.
And you said it was like one of the hardest ones you've ever had to change.
Yeah, so that's something I'd say be careful with, is don't break the pegs.
Pick what change you want, and then never switch them again.
Or just always make sure you heat them up.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely going to keep the knife holding hand on there. It's cool you get this hand in case you want to do something else, but I'm going to keep that one on. Just because I want him to be holding his knife when I'm posing him. And that's the only two accessories he comes with, the alternate hand and the knife. He doesn't have a base. I was really happy that they released this because I've been wanting a 6 scale Michael Myers, and I know you can get some really, really, really nice ones that are mostly custom made. You have to piece them together, but it's really expensive. I've seen, what is it, Dean Knight's channel. He has a ton of really awesome Michael Myers figures. That makes me jealous. But I wasn't sure, with all the other stuff we buy, I didn't know if I want to spend that much money on him. So when they showed this, I'm like, yes, I'm getting that. And I hope it looks good. And this was $120. And I think for $120, it is really good. Really nice. It's not as good as some of them really expensive figures that you buy the head sculpt from one guy and the coveralls from another guy that makes them, and it just turns out looking super perfect. This isn't exact, but it's pretty damn good for $120.
Yeah, way cheaper.
Yeah. Someday I may get one of them super fancy ones. I don't know, but for now, at least I got a Michael Myers 6 scale that looks pretty good.
Well, I think even if you got just one of the heads and weathered the overalls yourself a little bit, it could look really good.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. It's Trick or Treat. I think this is their very first 6 scale figure. If they've made some before, I never knew about it, but I think this is their first one. All the other Michaels, they're making several different Michael Myers, and their prices all went up a lot. And they said something about it ended up costing a lot more to make this figure than they were expecting. They still kept the same price on this one, but all the other ones are going up a little bit. But still, it's pretty impressive. One thing, you have to kind of adjust his coveralls, because just take them out of the box, they're not fitting quite right. Like even right now, you could probably shift it around and adjust it and make it fit a little better. Like you see down the bottom of his legs are kind of poofy, but if you adjust it, you can get it looking real good. And make sure you pop the collar, because I forgot to do that for a little bit, and then I put him up. I'm like, oh, he looks even more accurate now. Something was just looking off, and then I'm like, oh, his collar's down. But yeah, I think he looks really nice. One thing that could be an issue, but really isn't for me, is his eyes. Now, right now it's fine, and most times his eyes are fine. They're hidden in shadow as they should be. But if for some reason you want his eyes lit up, it looks really weird. Like he His eyes in there are just goofy looking.
They are real strange. That was the first I seen of him was the day that he came. You sent me a picture of just his face, and I was cracking up at work.
Yeah.
Like, what is that?
But like I said, I mean, that's not how you're supposed to see Michael Myers. You're not supposed to see his eyes, so I don't really care what his eyes look like in there. It's just funny when you do see them. I did have to adjust the lighting because normally my light's more going straight at the figure, and you can see the eyes a lot more that way. But it's not how it is in the movie, so
This is more appropriate lighting for him.
yeah. But I think it looks really good, and I think they did a really good job on the mask, the sculpt of it. It's not 100% accurate, but it is pretty damn close.
It looks good.
Yeah, I'm really impressed with it.
Looks very Shatnery.
And it's got the little slit in the back there. The sculpt on the hair is pretty nice. I know some of them custom heads have come with real hair, which looks really good. But I imagine if this came with real hair, that would have really upped the price probably.
Mm-hmm.
But that's pretty cool. It's got the little line down there, little indents and stuff on the cheeks. Oh, I do want to mention there is another official Michael Myers coming out from the same movie, and that's made by Sideshow. And theirs is different looking. It looks like their coveralls are really good, but the face sculpt seems off on theirs. So I don't know. Seems like some of their, because I was mentioning about the indents, it seemed like some of the indents on the mask are off on the Sideshow's version. And it's way more expensive. It's like not quite twice the price but of this one, but pretty close. So that's another reason why I'm glad I got this one instead. But here's his knife. It would be cool if he came with two knives, one that was bloody. But, I mean, I could bloody this up myself if I wanted. It's still a nice knife.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. Here's a look at the coveralls. See, they're kind of wrinkly in funny spots, but after you get them in a pose and then kind of adjust them, I think it's pretty good. And this zipper does work. You can see he has a shirt under there. Oh, there's some rips in it. So we're in some tape.
I think it's just tape.
Just keep it in place in the right position. And the zipper goes up and stops. There's like it's sewn right there, so it stops before you get to the top. Right there. I'm gonna stick the knife in his hand. There's a lot of nice paint detail on that head. It is a tight fit for this knife, but not too bad. There you go. Now he's got his favorite weapon. Oh, almost forgot about his boots.
Ooh,
Oh,
those
pretty
are
nice.
boots.
Yeah. A little weathered looking. Oh, one thing about the hands. I remember there's people worried about the hands when this was first shown off because they looked very plasticky like Barbie hands, but they're weathered pretty well here. They don't look too much like Barbie hands as they did in them old pictures.
No, they look good.
Yeah, like any other 6 scale. Now I guess we'll go over articulation. I do want to mention, someone told me that a couple people had issues with the knee breaking on some of theirs, so I might have to be careful with that. You see the head? Head can move around really nice on a ball joint, so you can get his nice head tilt that he does.
Little puppy dog head tilt.
Look up and down. Then the shoulders. Now the shoulders, I thought it didn't move certain ways, but it's just really tight joints in there. And the shoulder goes up about that far. It might go further. It's just really tight in there. And then here's where I didn't think it went any further than this. It didn't seem to want to go. And then I was like, risked it, and it does. It goes further. It's just really tight joints. And then once you do that, you got to kind of adjust the clothes, like I said. Elbow is a single joint. It would be nice if they were double, because he holds his knife up. It'd be cool if he could bend it back a little further if he had a double jointed elbow. But it spins there. Then at the wrist, you could do that. You could spin. And let's go on the torso. Oh yeah, he's got some torso articulation. And then down at the hips. Really good.
I can't picture him doing that. That's just wrong.
Yeah, really good leg articulation. And I can spin there too. And then the knee. I think the knees are double jointed. That's good. And what's at the ankle? Ankle is on a ball joint, it feels like. It can move pretty well for it being a boot. Sometimes boots don't get a whole lot of movement, but that's pretty good. So his articulation is pretty good. It's just really tight at the shoulders. And it would be cool if he had double jointed elbows. But other than that, it's pretty good. It's pretty good for Michael Myers, who doesn't do a whole lot. He's pretty
He just
stiff
does
guy.
it when you're not looking.
Yeah.
I was just thinking maybe that's one of the things he does when the victims aren't looking. He does the splits.
And there's Michael next to one of our other 6-scale horror figures, and that's the Mezco Pinhead, who's very limited with, like, this is all plastic. But he's still pretty damn good looking.
He's a chunk with arms.
Yeah. I mean, I think I could probably just, if I really wanted to, I could probably cut this plastic off and just give him cloth there, but it's pretty good. I'm happy with the way it looks. But, that's cool. Horror 6-scale collection is growing. Still don't have two of my favorites, Freddy and Jason.
I was gonna say we need a Freddy. Freddy could come with all kinds of cool accessories too.
Well, they
no matter
have
which movie they did.
They have sideshows, Freddy, and I didn't like it.
I want a good Freddy.
There is our 6-scale 3-0 Leatherface from Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That was sent to us by Fu Manchu from Fu Reviews. And he's a really awesome figure. There is next to an unofficial Pennywise from the newer movies. That was also sent to us by Fu Manchu from Fu Reviews. Hot Toys is coming out with one eventually, but they're,
Who knows when that'll be?
yeah, some of their figures like come out pretty quick. Some of them take
Never.
forever. There's all of our horror movie characters. We have other horror characters like Walking Dead, and then random other horror characters like from video games and comics and
Random zombies that aren't from anything.
yeah, and Court of the Dead from Sideshow. But that's our movie horror people. So there's Michael next to another psycho killer in mechanics coveralls, and that's the Joker from the new 52 version. And this more horror themed Joker, I think, was probably a little bit inspired by Michael with the coveralls, which is pretty cool. Okay, so I do really like this figure. For the price, I think it's pretty damn good. Except the main issue I think I would have is just, I would like double jointed elbows, but that's a small thing.
And we were even saying earlier it'd be easy to get another 6-scale body and move all the stuff onto it so you could have double jointed elbows.
Yeah, you can get 6-scale bodies pretty cheap. But yeah, I like them. The coveralls are pretty good for the price. I think the head sculpt's pretty damn good. Just don't shine light up into his eyes, because it looks bad. But like we said, you're not really supposed to see that. Keep the light above them, and really, you have to be trying to look at it.
Yeah.
To see that.
It's only if you're shining light like straight into his face.
Yeah.
I mean, even if you wanted to, you could paint black in there.
Yeah, you can do that.
His eyes aren't painted black, but it's always in shadow. That's what it looks like.
Yeah. And the articulation is pretty good besides the elbows. It moves around pretty well. It is a little difficult to switch the hands, but I'm not, after I put the knife hand on, I'm not going to be switching it anyway.
His shoulders did make me nervous.
Yeah,
I was just trying to put his arm back down from where he had it, and I'm like, I feel like I'm going to break it. It makes me nervous.
Those are some tight joints.
These joints are tight.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. And I was planning on getting this one and then deciding if I want to get any others. And it makes me think I want a 2018 movie version. Because that would be cool. I'm not sure that I really want any of the others. They've shown several different movie versions. But it also makes me a little more happy about the Art the Clown, which I really want that they're going to make. They haven't put him up for pre-order yet, but they showed him off, so hopefully they still release him.
And he's one of those characters that even if I'd never seen the movie and I saw that figure, I would still want it.
Yeah, he's so
He
cool.
just looks cool.
He's cool and creepy looking. Yeah, this is pretty good Michael Myers for the price. Like I said, if you don't want to pay like $300, $500, whatever you got to pay to get a really nice one, like a really ridiculously nice one, you can still get this one, and I think it's pretty good for Michael Myers in your collection.
Mm-hmm.
I like it a lot. Well, this is Mr. Evilcheese.
And I'm Tommy Cat.
Thanks for watching and goodbye. Huh? Whoa! Michael Myers! Awesome! You know my name's Mike too. Hell yeah! You want a piece of pizza? Oh man, it's the best! Well, you want it? Okay, well, I'll just put it here for later in case you get hungry. Well, there you go. Nice meeting another Mike. See you later, buddy.